You've made a cruise booking and now you're wondering what to pack on a cruise. I can help with your cruise packing list with these cruise essentials and Amazon must-haves. And at the end I have 2 bonus tips. One thing you should never pack and 1 packing tip for Embarkation Day. Hi there, I'm Marty and a warm welcome to Linky Lifestyle. Here we share the wealth of travel experience that my husband Michael and I have gathered over the years, so you can plan holidays that are not just fun but truly unforgettable. Let's dive right in. Here are 5 essential cruise items plus 2 bonus tips. And don't forget, everything I mentioned today will be linked in the description below. Just click the More button to find them. I'll also include a link to my free ebook, Long Flight Essentials, so be sure to grab your copy. If you've ever watched even one video about cruise essentials, you've likely heard about magnetic hooks. This is because most cruise cabins have walls, ceilings and doors made of metal beneath their decorative finishes, making magnets incredibly handy for keeping your space organised in those snug quarters. As someone who loves staying organised, something anyone familiar with my previous videos can attest to, I wholeheartedly recommend these magical little devices. But remember, make sure to get strong ones. If you're hanging anything more than a couple of sheets of paper, you definitely don't want to take any chances. Now, the magnetic hooks I own are rated at 110 pounds. That's just under 50 kilograms for non-US viewers. But here's a fun fact. They reach that weight limit when they're attached to the ceiling. On the walls, they hold much less due to the downward pull or something. Hey, I'm not an engineer. There are countless ways to use these hooks. Hang bags, caps, lanyards, wet swimmers, or if you need to dry your clothes on a coat hanger, they're your best friend. You can even hang an over-the-door organizer on them. Just ensure it has holes at the top to fit your hooks. I've seen these hooks used to manage electrical extension cords or even for hanging blackout curtains. The possibilities are truly endless. I also pack magnetic clips, often used for fridges, which are absolute lifesavers for organising important documents like the daily cruise schedule. Now let's talk about another essential, your cruise card. This little item functions like a credit card and serves as your cabin key, identification and your gateway to spending money or using your drinks package while cruising. That means you'll want to keep it with you at all times. Some cruise lines, like Princess Cruises, use medallions instead of the cards. But let's stick with the classic cruise card for now. You can slip it in your pocket, but many people find they misplace theirs too easily, so a lanyard might be useful. You can find lanyards with clips or plastic sleeves. If you prefer to attach the card using a clip, guest services can usually punch a hole in it for you. Personally, lanyards irritate my neck, so I opt for a magnetic iPhone card holder that also doubles as a phone stand. It's perfect for me because I always have my phone handy. For those with Princess medallions, there are plenty of fun accessories available from Princess itself or on Amazon. Since medallions are similar in size to Apple AirTags, you can also use AirTag holders. I love using an AirTag holder with a carabiner to clip it to my phone case, so I always know where both items are. How do I clip it to my phone case? I have one with loops to attach a crossbody strap, which is a must-have when traveling, I find. All these fantastic items are linked in the description. If you've been following my videos, you'll know that I'm a firm believer in packing a travel medication kit. While having over-the-counter medications is a smart move for any trip, it's especially vital on a cruise for 2 reasons. First, the shops on board might not stock the medication you need, especially if you prefer specific ingredients or brands. And when you need medication, you really need it. Second, should they have it, you can bet it will be priced at a premium. There's nothing more frustrating than knowing you could buy something for $5 on land, but having to pay $20 at sea. I highly recommend packing the following: painkillers, antihistamines, antacid tablets, anti-seasickness pills or gummies, band-aids, anti-diarrhea pills, extra prescription medicine, blister patches and moleskin, anti-chafing rub, a blister stick, antiseptic spray, hydration sachets, nasal decongestant spray, cold and flu tablets, and tissues. Yes, they usually provide tissues on board, but if I'm using them a lot, I prefer soft ones that won't irritate my nose. For convenience, I store my travel pharmacy in a folding jewellery organiser, making it easy to find what I need while taking up minimal space in my suitcase. Let's check in for a moment. Are you enjoying this? I hope you're finding some inspiration for your next cruise. If you're enjoying this content, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. We're working diligently to grow our little channel, with our goal now being to reach 1,000 subscribers. Your support means the world to us, and with more subscribers, we can continue bringing you valuable content to help you plan unforgettable getaways, both on land and at sea. Now, let's address a common myth: the idea that you need to dress up in formal wear for nighttime on a cruise. While this still holds true for some cruise lines, it's definitely not a requirement across the board. Be sure to check your cruise line's website for specific dress codes, but in many cases you won't find full tuxedo or black tie gear mandatory anymore. And if there are strict dress codes, don't worry, most casual venues will still welcome you without the dress up fuss. However, it's important to respect the rules. Some guests find it quite offensive when others don't follow the dress code. If you hang out in forums like Cruise Critic, you'll see plenty of debates on this topic. But hey, some people love dressing up. Personally, I prefer not to pack an evening gown, as I enjoy keeping my luggage light. I do, however, make sure to have a nice outfit and accessories that elevate my look. Stiletto heels can be risky on a ship, especially during rough seas, so I opt for dressy flats or wedge heels for added stability. You might also encounter themed party nights on some cruises, like Virgin Voyage's Scarlet Night, where guests are invited to wear red, or themed nights like White Night or even 80s Night. These themes aren't always announced in advance, so I recommend checking forums like Cruise Critic for insider info. I haven't linked any specific clothing items below because style is so personal and I make most of my own outfits. I have included a few stylish shoe options, but remember, they aren't recommendations as I haven't tried them myself. Just consider them possibilities if you're looking to fill a void in your wardrobe. And whatever you do, embrace the themes and immerse yourself in the experience for the full cruise enjoyment. Time to talk about a surprise for many first-time cruisers. Most cruise lines actually allow you to bring wine and soft drinks on board. Typically, you're limited to 1 bottle of wine per adult, but be sure to check your cruise line's website for the specifics. You can usually enjoy the wine in your cabin at no additional cost, but if you take it into dining areas, a corkage fee may apply. For water and soft drinks, typically cans are permitted, so it's smart to double check the policy on their website as limits may vary. Remember, all drinks brought on board should be packed in your carry-on luggage, as security will be inspecting your bags. Some people attempt to sneak spirits on board, but I highly advise against it. If you're caught, they'll confiscate your alcohol and they might even deny you boarding. And there could be fines involved, so it's best to steer clear of that path. Bonus tip time. What's one item you should absolutely never pack for a cruise, which often surprises first-timers? I'm not talking about firearms, knives, or illicit substances. It's something seemingly innocent that most of us likely have in our homes. It's a power board, particularly one that has surge protection. Now, we already know I'm not an engineer, but I've heard that surge-protected devices can disrupt a ship's electrical system and could even lead to fires in extreme cases. If you pack a surge-protected power board, it will be confiscated during security screening, and you might not get it back at the end either. You can, however, find power adapters that allow multiple devices to plug in, and those are usually permitted, and I'll link some options for you below. Make sure to carefully review your cruise line's list of prohibited items. You'd be surprised at what else might be on there. And now for my second bonus tip, which relates to packing. Just like flying, you have options for checking in luggage that will be taken onto the ship for you, so you won't have to carry it yourself. But remember, if you're checking your luggage, don't put anything inside that you might need in the first few hours on board. You typically won't see your luggage again until later in the day, sometimes not until after dinner. Plus, you may not have immediate access to your cabin, so you don't want to drag heavy suitcases around for half the day. Plan your carry-on strategically to make the most of Embarkation Day. This is the first day of your cruise after all. Be sure to pack your passport, essential medications, and documentation for the cruise and travel insurance. I actually have those electronically on my phone, but some people like to print them out. Don't forget valuables like jewellery, your tablet, laptop, and definitely your phone and wallet. If you're on a warm weather cruise, sunscreen and sunglasses are a must. And if you're ready to swim, have your costume and a cover-up easily accessible so you can dive into that refreshing water as soon as you're bored. I'd also suggest packing a change of clothes for added convenience. If you're eager to embark on your cruising adventure, consider checking out my video on booking your first cruise, as well as our other travel videos. I'd love to hear your favourite cruise essentials in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more exciting travel content. Until next time, happy sailing. Bye for now.